Hello, everyone. Please say hello on the chat and where you're from. We are going to get started in a few minutes as more people join us. You can just be connecting internally with Dr. Pillai and also Shreem Brzee, and then we will start with our meditation and chanting practice. So thanks for joining. Just getting set up here. Okay, more people are joining. Fabulous. A couple more seconds and we'll get started. Just lighting the ghee lamp. Okay, so we might as well start. Welcome, everyone. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very happy day today. It is Thursday, the day of the Guru. So Guru's grace is here with us. We are going by Eastern Daylight Savings Time. I'm here in Toronto, Canada. And it's such an honor and a pleasure to be of support and service, especially with everyone here committing to this daily chanting practice that we started as per Dr. Pillai's guidance and his advice to come out of all the harms and hurdles that we are going through since we had been in isolation or on lockdown. Depending on where you are in the world, it's the intensity varies for sure. Nonetheless, we have been questioning what is going on inside of us because we can't control what's going on outside of us. So that's why we have been chanting since April 5th, and we will continue to chant. It is our 47th day together. Yay! So those people who jumped into a 30-day challenge are continuing to do that, adding all the days up that you can that are equal to the total of 30 days. That's great. 48 days is the maximum that we are going to do. However, Dr. Pillai said, hey, give everybody a chance to catch up, and we'll go right until the end of May. So May 31st will be the last day. Although congratulations to everyone who has been coming and going, and then also those people who have been so dedicated. And we're going to see who the cream is that's going to rise to the top after the 48 days. We're not done yet. So I want to apologize for last night. A bug flew in my mouth and I choked on it, which was kind of funny, but not really. But anyways, that's how life is. We get choked up in life and we just think, oh my God, it's all terrible. It's all ruined. No, it was just a bug. So something must have really been bugging me. Or just nasty thoughts of maybe in the space or maybe in the ether where people aren't happy that we are doing this and we are so committed to it. So no matter what happens during these sessions, we are making our best effort. And it just goes to show that perfect practice is perfect practice. So we're doing it as perfect as we can. And that is what the divine wants. And then to be able to just roll with it so that we can use this as an example of how to be in life when things don't turn out our way, or we get bad news or bad feedback, or we don't like what we see, or we haven't liked what we've seen in our lives for decades since we were born. So it's just, you got to roll with it. You got to just be in the moment, be present to it, be grateful for it, just explore. Whoa, what was that? So it's a heads up for all of us to not worry so much about what's going on outside of us as we can focus on what's going on inside of us. So what's going on inside of us with Shreem Brzee is we're so full of joy for no reason. We're just chanting. We're saying her name. She's bringing in all this love and joy and happiness and pain-free existence. I don't know how many of you have been sharing about, wow, I had a miracle healing, or someone that I posted my prayer request on the chat, which is what you can do. So please say hello, where you're from. Oh my goodness, Switzerland, Philippines, Indian, Long Beach, California, Georgia, oh, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi. Wow, you guys are from everywhere. That's great. So you can also put your prayer request, and that is like we're going to send a text message up to the divine, although we don't even have to worry about it because we're going to cultivate the heavens coming from above into the earth plane. Now, what's so special about today, besides being a Thursday, and the overlord is Guru in Sanskrit, means Jupiter. So Jupiter is the planet of fortune, luck, and grace. And it's an expansive planet, so it will help us to expand in our optimism, in our wisdom, in our understanding of what Shreem Brzee is doing. So something really wonderful will get revealed to you with the grace and blessings of Lord Jupiter, or planet Jupiter. And then the overlord of Jupiter is all gurus, especially Dr. Pillai, because that's who's lighting our soul up, dragging it here, whether we knew that or not. He's like, okay, get your practice. Come on, get going at the level of the soul. And then all you need to do is show up, participate any way you can. So Thursday, fortune, luck, and grace, auspicious time to come together. Now, this Thursday, today, here, it is May 21st, 2020, and it is Saturn's birthday. So Lord Saturn's birthday is today. And it is a time where he will dump a lot of karma on us. And we may have felt that. And maybe we can have a discussion about it afterwards, which we do on the chat, once we finish up with our practice. So you're welcome to stay for that or go. You can come and go. It's all good. So that's something that we want to be aware of. When Lord Saturn comes to knocking, he is going to deliver some really tough karmas, and they can be karmic impressions, situations in our lives that we thought, oh, we're done with that. I'm over it. And then it comes and pushes your button and you're just like, oh, I'm not done with it yet. So, and the interesting thing about Saturn is that once you get on the spiritual path and once you push all of that karma aside and you just say, okay, well, you've just dumped a bunch of stuff on me, but I'm just going to go do my practice. Then he just goes, awesome. That's why I dumped all that stuff. So you will go and do your spiritual practice, because that's the only way you're going to rise above the karma. You're going to diffuse it. You're going to be able to get help from all the divine beings who are supporting you. As it says in the Bible, and Dr. Pillai shared, and all the masters do, we forget about the angels all around us. We're told that from birth. We have a couple of angels, and then they have friends who have friends, and so on. So we forget about that. We just get caught up in life here on the mundane level. Not that it's mundane in a negative sense. It's just that we forget that our spiritual practice is the most important, because what is the practice? It's using a mantra or prayer or getting into a spiritual state of being, a meditation, or using a ritual to access these divine beings, because they're there, they're surrounding us, but we've got to ask them, we've got to invite them. They can't come in to the earth plane, they can't come into us. They already are in us, it's consciousness. So they're just hanging out, they're moving through us because they don't have any physical boundaries. They're just moving energy through us, through our chakra system, through our thoughts, through all of the different realms that we are accessing right now. Did we know that we are multidimensional beings? Maybe not until this program, because we've been saying it every day. We are multi-dimensional beings. We can access so many different dimensions beyond this third dimensional plane of existence here on the third rock from the sun called Earth. So we want to get beyond it. Even though we're physically here or wherever you are, we're tuning in. We're going to go into subtler states of being, to the fourth state of dimension, fifth state, sixth state, seventh state. Who even knows what the state is we are going to access? And when we go beyond, when we just allow the divine to disperse that light, that intelligence, to go beyond the body, beyond all the different parts that we're going to put the light and the sounds into, it's going to radiate out. Or we're sinking in it like quicksand. So this is what Lord Saturn is going to do. Lord Hanuman is the overlord. He's going to say, hey, relax, Lord Saturn. You know, they're doing their spiritual practice. That is the highest way to, and the easiest way to get out of these difficult karmas. And so there's a mythology or a story around how the relationship between Lord Saturn and Lord Hanuman. You can take a look at that, Google it later on, or read about it on Astrovet or Ply Center blogs or store posts. It's awesome to get into the storyline of it, because then it awakens that consciousness. As Dr. Ply says, myths are true forever. So the myth or the mythology is like a therapy for our soul. So when we understand what's going on at any given moment in time, we tap into eternity. And then we say, okay, I'm going to honor Lord Saturn. I'm going to dedicate this Shreem Brzee practice as a gift to Lord Saturn for his birthday. And then also to get the blessings of Lord Hanuman, because he is the one who does the impossible. He will just say, okay, dump more karma from them now, because they're doing a spiritual practice. So anytime we do a spiritual practice, it's like good karma in that we've invested in money in the bank, as they say, so we can, withdraw when we need it. So we have an image here of Lord Saturn and Lord Hanuman. It's really heavy. Oh, there it is. I'm going to bring it forth because they just want to be here, just to say hello. So there they are. This is Lord Saturn chilling out, and Lord Hanuman is there. And it's also this new moon. Lord Saturn's birthday is falling on a new moon. And this new moon is a very powerful time because the ancestors are coming to the earth plane during the new moon. And what do? They awaken inside of us all that is disturbing us, giving us disturbance of peace of mind, but then they also can give us blessings. So not only our biological ancestors, our soul ancestors, our soul genetics, we share the genes of both biology and the soul genes. So maybe masters or spiritual beings, maybe Lord Saturn in another lifetime, we messed up big time and we're struggling our whole life. So honoring these beings on this day is going to be like we're also praying to the ancestors. Remember, prayer is your intention. It's not a bunch of words only. It's not heartfelt and all that other stuff. It is all that, but that's not the important thing. Your intention is set. And then you pour your spiritual practice, whatever it is. Today it's Shreem Brzee. And we pour it in with all of our heart and soul, and all of our prayers have already been set. The intention has been set. And then that Shreem Brzee is going to activate it. So it's going to be a lot of energy going in and pushing your prayers up to the earth, or up from the earth plane into the heavens where Lord Saturn is. And then we offer them as a gift to this divine being. And then he says, okay, good. You're on the spiritual path. You're doing the right thing. You're praying for yourself. You're praying for the world. You're praying for peace and prosperity. You're praying for your ancestors. So I'm going to cut you some slack now. Finally, you got it. So stick with your spiritual path. Lord Hanuman is there. He represents the ability to stay focused. And then he also will take care of those ancestors who are cursing you. You don't want to think that way. That there can be curses or some kind of ancestral affliction that gets passed down to us through the generations. And it doesn't matter how much spiritual practices we do, we have to honor our ancestors. So I wanted to take a little bit of time today because this is a very important window of opportunity for us to access eternity, celebrate Lord Saturn's birth, dump a lot of karma that he's dumped into us. We can dump it back into the recycling bin because we've just committed to our spiritual practice. Lord Hanuman is going to do the impossible, give us that courage and strength to face all those negative things that we feel and that come up, and then just diffuse it. And you can see he's got this gadha. It's like a club. So just imagine him, if you're struggling through this, imagine him just pounding on those negative forces. And don't think that it's like a battle. They love it. You know, it's like us. We have a little bit of competition. It helps us to grow. So we got to give these guys something to do. And then the final thing that I wanted to share with everyone as the foundation for our practice is that it's under the star Kritika. Kritika star is a star that is associated with Lord Muruga, and Lord Muruga will destroy karmas, enemies, diseases, debts, competitors, rivals, ill health, bad relationships, things that are blocking us from opening up the third eye. So he's the god of the third eye. You will feel our brain on fire today. I am sure of that. And maybe even our body too. So that's what we wanted to share about everything that is going to be supporting this practice. And so now we will get into it. So closing your eyes and putting your attention internally. And you can put your attention at the base of the spine and also down into the legs and into the feet and into the toes even. And feel the ground underneath or whatever you have your feet on. Again, you can be sitting, you can be standing, you can be walking, you can be stretching. Whatever you need to do is going to be your personal preference. At some point, though, maybe sit and then just feel the energy. Be still and feel the energy. If you fall asleep, that's what you need to do. Set your alarm, come back. So closing your eyes, you're focusing on a reddish orangish light pouring down the legs into the feet and toes. It's swirling around, it's seeking out anything that is blocking your spiritual progress and your material progress in life. We're going to call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles internally. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now put your attention on your backbone. Imagine a light shooting up your backbone, piercing all the chakras that are stacked on top of one another. In your subtle body, in the backbone of your subtle body that corresponds to your physical body. The ray of light goes up through the skull and goes into the space like a searchlight. seeking out your highest self, all the divine beings to come and support you. Send this light beam up like an SOS, up, 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 up. Higher, 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 and subtler and subtler and subtler. Rise above your karmic body and mind into higher dimensions. Establish your divine Wi-Fi connection, and we'll activate the chakras beginning at the base of the spine. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat, clear the throat. Move up to the middle of the brain, the third eye. Float your attention back down to the base of the spine and the legs. Stabilize your practice. Connect with the earth element. Na, 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 na. Move up to the belly, the navel chakra. Fill it with water. Ma, 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 ma. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands. Set them on fire. She, 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 she. Move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element or subtler air, the prana, the holy breath. Wa, 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 wa. Now, move into the two eyeballs. Keep them steady and straight. Fill them with light. Fill the brain with light. Connect with the ether, the akash or space. Ya, 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 ya. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you. He sends 2 rays of light into your eyeballs, piercing your eyeballs, diffusing stubborn karma in your eyes. Another ray of light enters your forehead, goes into the middle of your brain, activates the pituitary and pineal, the third eye. Lock on to Dr. Pillai's eyes, his third eye. Light up your eyes, your brain, your third eye. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now imagine Vishwamitra, who gave the sound Brzee to Dr. Pillai to disperse into this earth plane, into everyone. It's our birthright to birth Brzee in every cell of our being. Receive 2 rays of light into your eyes, another ray of light into your third eye. Lock on to Vishwamitra's eyes and third eye. Feel Brzee waking up in you from head to toe. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Om Vishwamitraya Namaha. Now imagine a spear or a lance as your backbone and brain. The handle or the shaft of the spear or lance, also called the veil or whale in Tamil, is Lord Muruga. In your backbone, the head is in your middle of your brain. The tip of the spear pierces the top of the skull. Lord Muruga's energy is activating your third eye, burning karma, maya, and ego from your consciousness, so you can live from the third eye. Om Saum Saravana Bhavaya Namaha. Om Vetrivel Subramanyaya Namaha. Murugan Kumaran Guhan, 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 Murugan Kumaran Guhan. Now imagine your whole body turning a dark blue, black color from head to toe, like the night sky with no stars, like a blackboard, fresh, clean slate. Feel the presence of Lord Saturn inside of you from head to toe, associated with this dark, dark blue or black. You may have a flash of his Vahana or vehicle, which is the crow. We'll honor his birthday, the birth of him inside of you, to dump really tough karma out of your life. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Om Shanicharaya Namaha. Now Lord Hanuman is in your third eye. As a bright, fiery energy ready to destroy any negativity coming towards you. Look up with your eyes, or imagine them looking up into your brain, seeking out your highest self-esteem. Hreem, 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 Hreem. Jai Jai Hanumantaya Namaha. Now, Put your attention on your nostrils. We're going to breathe in gently, smoothly, up the nostrils. Hold the breath in the middle of the brain, the third eye, and then exhale gently, smoothly. Let's begin. Inhale nostrils. Hold third eye. Exhale mouth. Inhale nostrils. Hold third eye. Exhale mouth. One more time. Inhale nostrils. Hold third eye. Exhale mouth. And just breathe naturally a few times. Put your attention on the third eye. We'll begin our practice. Pour light into the third eye and the sounds. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Feel the light exploding beyond the third eye in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attentional energy on the back of your head, the back of your skull. Tuck it under. Go into the back of the brain in the middle part. Allow your intuition to bring your attention to your cerebellum, the mini brain packed with neurons. Light them up, fire them up. Allow the divine beings to enter the back of your brain. In the cerebellum, Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light explodes beyond the cerebellum in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now bring your attention to your whole brain, the front of the brain, the sides of the brain, back of the brain, top of the brain, inside, the middle of the brain. Lights up. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light explodes beyond the brain in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now pour your attentional energy into your nostrils. Allow the light, the prana, to move up the nostrils, activating the third eye again. The light and the sounds in the nostrils, third eye. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode beyond the nostrils, the third eye, in all directions. Shift dimensions. Pour your attentional energy into your mouth. Feel the insides of your cheeks light up, your teeth, your tongue, the back of your throat. The light and the energy are expanding in the mouth. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode in all directions beyond the mouth, in all directions, dumping karma into the ether, the recycling bin, to diffuse anything that you've said or anything that anyone else has said that isn't serving you anymore. Negative self-talk, gossip, throw it out. Shift dimensions. Now pour your attentional energy into your throat, where all the karma is dumped and expanding, ready to be released. Imagine a laser beam of blue light entering the throat, piercing the Adam's apple, filling up the neck, the shoulders, the arms, the hands with blue light, the chest and the upper back. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Feel the stubborn karma fly off the shoulders, fly out of the neck and the throat, off the arms and hands, chest and back. Your karma light. Pour your attentional energy into your windpipe, into the bronchial tubes, the lungs, all the way down to the bottom of the lungs. Diffuse grief, sadness, loss, anxiety, anything that's suffocating you. Diffuse it with the light and the sounds. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now bring your attention back up to your eyes. Feel your eyeballs. Keep them still and steady. Fill them with light. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode in all directions, beyond the eyes, beyond the body, in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention in your ears. Send 2 rays of light into the ears, piercing the eardrums, going into the middle of your head, lighting it up. The face is heating up with the light. The hairs are standing on end, lit up. The scalp is tingling. The scalp is tingling. The aura around the head is getting activated, lighting it up. Inside, outside of the head is lit up and on fire. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light explodes beyond the head in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now focus your attention on the torso or the trunk of your body, the front of the body, back of the body, sides. Move your attention into the inside. Pour the light into the heart, cleanse it, lungs, stomach. Send the light into these organs, cleanse them, dump the toxins, the poisons. The liver, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the spleen, the guts, all the way into the pelvic region. Reproductive organs get cleansed, revitalized. The kidneys, adrenals are all lit up. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light explodes beyond the body in all directions. Shift dimensions. Pour your attentional energy down your legs, into your feet and toes, even into the ground. Stabilize all this energy coming in to your practice. Ground it. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light explodes beyond the legs in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now bring your attention into the subtle body. We'll enliven the chakras in the lower part of your subtle body. Focus on your backbone. The lower chakras are spinning out anything that isn't serving you. And breathing in the light and Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee, Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light explodes beyond the lower chakras in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now the chakras in the middle part of your spine, in the subtle body, light them up. Your intuitive mind will know. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode in all directions. Shift dimensions. Now put your attention from the chest up, the upper chakras, even above the head. Allow your intuition to take you there. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. Allow the light to explode in all directions. Shift dimensions. And now for our final round, we'll pour our attentional energy from above our head, activating the aura around your whole body from head to toe. And then go deep and cleanse, scan the internal body and the subtle bodies with your attentional energy, the light and the sounds. Last round. Shreem Brzee, 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 Shreem Brzee. The light from the whole body, inside, outside, explodes in all directions. Shift dimensions. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Just let go. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world, peace to the universe. And slowly, slowly come back. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. Take your time. Take as long as you want. Make your prayer to Dr. Ply, everybody here who participated in this live session, and those of you who are going to review this session. Pray for all those who need it the most, and whatever it is that you want to manifest. With the help of all the divine beings. Om Shanti Shanti. So thanks for joining those of you who need to go. This is part of the call where we will do our ghee lamp meditation. Now that we've communed with all these divine beings, we'll see them come in to get the ghee. They love the ghee. So we may be in that state now of receptivity. We're totally vibing with them, whether it's the goddess, whether it's Dr. Ply, whether it's any divine being who is here to help us today, especially Lord Saturn. It's his birthday. And then Lord Hanuman's the overlord. He wants to celebrate too, to do the impossible for you, to get rid of really stubborn karmas. So you might have some cathartic release that the help is there. And the divine is pulling you to do the thing that's going to help you to get out of it faster than your slow karma and your efforts on your own. So I'm just going to get the ghee lamp and set it up here. And then for those of you who are new to the practice, what I'll do is I'm going to step outside of the view of this camera. And then the lights will go down and you'll just see the ghee lamp. So I'll call you back in about 9 minutes when the time goes, and then we'll come bring the lights up and come back and finish out the call. Stepping aside. So you're going to see me adjusting the camera. There's the ghee lamp. Oh, and there's Saturn's lamp. I wonder if that will show up. So this is a Saturn. This is a lamp for Lord Saturn. It's sesame oil and black sesame seeds. Wow. Might even get some energy from that. Lights are going down. So you're going to be gazing into the ghee lamp. And then we will see you in about 8.5 minutes, 9 minutes. Enjoy your practice. And just let go of the gazing. Move your body around if you need to. Integrate all this beautiful energy. Allow yourself to slowly, slowly come back to your present state of awareness, where you are, in the space that you're in, and then also the inner space. And take note of what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, the messages, the images. Make a prayer of gratitude to the divine, to Dr. Ply, for everyone here, the support, cultivating the space for us to experience that which we could not on our own. Pray for whatever it is that you want. Pray for everyone to be at peace and prosper. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine, fresh water, and love. Unconditional love is every soul's birthright. Every living being can experience divine unconditional love. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Lights are coming up. Hello. How fabulous was that? Thanks everyone for joining. For those of you who need to go, we'll see you tomorrow for our final 48-day challenge milestone. Even if you weren't here from the beginning, you're going to be in that energy. So you have really good karma. You didn't have to do too much. Just come. So, and then we'll continue on. So those of you who are going to stay, we'll take a look at the chat. Whoa, lots of cool thank yous. Incredible. This was incredible. Lots of gratitude to Babaji, Dr. Ply, and everybody here. That's the most important thing, is we cannot do this on our own. No way. So everybody's soul got tugged and said, come on, let's dump some karma and get the blessings, help the ancestors to evolve, because maybe they didn't do spiritual practices while they were here, and that's why they're struggling. So we decided as little souls way back when, hey, I'll go do that in that gene pool. Oops. What was I thinking? So we, with our intention and our prayers, our spiritual practices, they are evolving. And then with that, they're like, oh, thank you, I found a way out. And then they bless us. You're welcome, everybody. Veronica's saying my head is really tingling. Yeah, that's where the brain, the head, is what receives this energy. So the brain is just a receptor. It doesn't do too much other than receive it, take it in, and then it gets processed through the various subtle bodies. We don't just have this physical body. We have an emotional aspect to our being, an intellectual aspect to our being, our mental aspect. So how we think, how we feel, how we groove, how we move. And then we have the subtle bodies, then the astral bodies. We're multi-dimensional. And it's not just layers. It's like all interwoven mosaic expression of ourselves. So your head is going to tingle for sure, because all that divine energy is coming in, and it's just like, okay, whoa, we were all lit up. Now what do I do with all this stuff? So please, please, everybody, take care. I'm going to just give my self-care tips. Make sure you hydrate yourself. Even if you think, oh yeah, I drank a lot of water. This is a practice that fired you up, and you could feel really tired tomorrow or for the rest of the day. So just drink water. It will help to integrate all the divine beings getting into you. And then also detox. It will wash away or cleanse that which came up for you. So water. And then also, light food, easy food to digest. And then take care of yourself, get out into nature, breathe in, breathe out. We've been isolated for so long. So, of course, keep your social distance and do all what you need to do, but get out and commune with nature. And then you will experience, whoa, there's a lot more energy to me and my surroundings. So a lot of healing energy can take place as well. And then you can realize Shreem Brzee. You might even see her in the trees or in the leaves or in the ocean or in the earth, because she will come through, as an image or just a sense that, oh my God, I'm communing with her. So the more we understand what this consciousness is and how it shows up, Shreem Brzee is the goddess of prosperity. So back in the day, being prosperous means that the land was very fertile. And we have lost touch with that. So now that we've been in COVID-19 lockdown, Mother Earth has been able to revitalize itself a little bit. The skies are certainly cleaned up with the less cars on the road and so on, and pollution. So Mother Earth is happy. You can honor her, and she is Shreem Brzee in the form of Mother Earth. Lord Saturn was present all through the chanting today. He has blessed us for Shreem Brzee practice. Lord Saturn. So Saturn, every planet has an exaltation point or spot or position in our Vedic charts, our birth charts, and in the natural or general chart. So his exaltation is in Libra. And Libra is ruled by Venus. And Venus is overlord is Shreem Brzee. So Lord Saturn would be happy today. Celebrating his birthday, honoring him with Shreem Brzee in his state of being. So happy it's his birthday. And Lord Saturn is not one who's really a happy camper. He is happy. He gives you peace. He gives you prosperity. He will raise you up from a pauper to a prince, as Dr. Ply has shared. So a pauper is like someone who doesn't have anything. They're poor. And they don't realize that they can own the kingdom within. They don't have to be born into a kingdom or a queendom or royalty, family of royalty. We can all own the kingdom within. And how you get there is through patience, persistence, compassion, perseverance. And you do your spiritual practice no matter what. Then who's there? Lord Saturn. And what does he do? Just like in his exalted position, when we activate Brzee consciousness, Shreem Brzee consciousness, we're activating his intelligence that will keep us balanced, both in the material world and in the spiritual world. So we'll have it all. So although he is not transiting right now in Libra, that is getting activated inside of us on his birthday, because he's exalted on his birthday. He's feeling super exalted. So that energy is trying to find out in the chart, where am I exalted in the chart? Oh, yeah. And so he is happy. He's in his Capricorn. He's in his own sign, meaning that you are going to be happy in your own place. Look at us. We're in isolation. And that's what Saturn is too. He represents isolation, separation from everybody. So it's great that we are able to celebrate his birthday as it is when he is in his own sign, Capricorn. Because last year he was not in Capricorn. He was in Sagittarius. We are celebrating his birthday then, of course, too. But he's in the comfort of his own home. Just like we're all in the comfort of our own home. And some of us think it's a nightmare, but it's actually quite a blessing, because it's going to make us to turn to our spiritual practices and do them, because we can't go out and distract ourselves. We have to do this. And then we will be rewarded, not in heaven. We'll bring heaven on earth and get rewarded here. So Michael's saying the tip of the flame in the ghee lamp was so high. I interpret this as a symbol. I've been visualizing on my middle of the forehead in between my eyebrows to very top of my head for my brain tapping exercise. Wonderful. Question, Lakshmi Sapphire is saying, during the meditation, what was the violet light when I close my eyes? Well, you can have different lights happening when you close your eyes. So sometimes the violet light is associated with really strong spiritual energy. Raja Yoga is like the yoga of the highest, the kings. So you might be accessing your kingdom within. Michael's saying, I think I just saw an orb, Sucharita, on this video. Oh, cool. So the orbs can be that the spiritual beings are there, and then people who are really attuned to it will see them. Before we started Ganesha prayer, Malini is saying, I had closed my eyes for a couple of minutes, and when I opened it, was there Lord Saturn's image next to this chat box miraculously. It's unbelievable. I have emailed you. Okay, cool. Great. Rara is saying, wonderful hearing energy, healing energy. I feel more grounded when I started chanting with you yesterday. Focus on the 3 planets in Taurus right now. Nice. Kalyani is saying, Sai Sutrija, today my prayer request is for you. I asked the grace light to remove the bug from your life. And Hanuman came and told me that he will remove the bug once and for all from you. No bug came. I saw a bunch of bugs though, because I was looking for it, because someone said, oh, I saw bugs in the ghee lamp last night. And literally I was like, where are they coming from? Because I don't see them. But then when all the lights were down, then they just were like offerings. Whatever was bugging anyone got as a fuel for the fire. That's what came to me. I didn't think of anything else. So that was kind of cool. So whatever is bugging me, maybe that's your intention, Kalyani, was to just, whatever is bugging anyone, that's blocking our peace, our prosperity. Then it just, it gets diffused, burned away, offered as, because see, these divine beings, all they are fire. So their form is like millions of suns. That's fire. Pretty big fire. Beyond bonfire, pretty big fire. So in order for it to come into the earth plane, we have to invite it through these different means, bringing it into the ghee lamp or into our rituals, our meditations, our spiritual practices, chanting. It can go into the objects that we are creating like a landing pad for them, so we don't burn up to a crisp like barbecue people. So when the divine is coming in and it's lighting everyone up, it's going to be wanting to do something more than just enlighten us and give us all this love and joy and happiness, so we can just dump everything in that is no longer serving us. And it loves it because it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to just zap that. So that's, for me, that felt like, oh yeah, these bugs, whatever is bugging anyone, including me, it's going to get zapped. So someone is saying, what do you mean by SOS? So when we start out our meditation, we want to think of this light going up, straight up the spine, and then it's going to go up and up and up and up and up and up and up as high as it can go, like a searchlight, trying like a. So that's SOS. And then Wi-Fi connection, and that's always more, we can all relate to that when we're walking around with our phones and we're going, oh my God, I can't get a good connection. Where, oh, there it is, right there. Okay, if I just stand here, then I can, talk to somebody with a good connection, or I can get online. So we try to help everyone to understand that our spiritual path isn't something like is over here and then we're doing our life. It's all happening all at once. So to help everyone to relate that you don't have to just sit down and do a mantra practice, you can just be visualizing. You're always in this thin tube of light that's called Shoshanna. It's the middle road, like the Buddha said, get the middle path. That's what the middle path is. That's what he's talking about. You just keep focusing on that. And then your attentional energy is going to go up, 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 up. And that light is what is going to be the signal to the divine way up there, so that we pull ourselves out of really stubborn karma. Like it's like quicksand. So we need really high and fast energy to pull us out now, not like sometime down the road, right now. And then as we get pulled out of all that energetically, then the divine just floods in, and then we're filled with that light. So it's a breathing in and a breathing out. Hopefully that's helpful. Surin, who asked that question about SOS. Judy Angle is saying, Vitaby is saying, absolutely beautiful. The Saturn lamp was flashing signals. Oh, wow. Interesting. Gratitude to all. Babaji, Shreem Brzee, Saturn, Sucharita, all the participants. Divine blessings to all. God bless you, Vitaby. Vitaby always sends me really cool pictures after the practice, or sometimes probably during the practice. I don't know, but I check it in my email and I go, whoa, this ghee lamp does not look like the picture, but the picture is just like so divine. All these beings are there and this light, and it's just like heaven. She snapped it at the right time. Like that's the whole thing, is how can you see that with the camera, but something intuitively says, snap it, snap it, snap it. And then picture says 1,000 words or more in this case. Melissa's saying here, wow, vortex of energy that Brzee funneled from the heavens and drilled down into the heart of Mother Earth today. You got it. Coca Kali is saying rolled limes throughout the entire practice. Wow, so cool. Awesome. And see, this is the beauty of Dr. Ply. It says, hey, do your practices however it is going to work for you. There are no hard or fast rules. And if you're drawn to roll limes and then cut them, especially today, it's representing your efforts to get rid of your stubborn karma once and for all. And then it also will help to bring in the blessings of Lord Saturn, the blessings of your ancestors, the blessings of the impossibility buster, Lord Hanuman. It's all blessings. We're blocking the blessings, Dr. Ply says. All these divine beings are trying to help us, and we block it. So cutting the karma. So I have a lemon here. And what Coco Kali is saying about the limes, you can use those too. I have a lime around here somewhere. Oh, there's one in the trident there in the plant, stabbing the lime. So what it means is you can just roll it on your eyes, your nostrils, your mouth, your ears, your throat, your shoulders. Oh my God, it feels so good. And in the chest, and then all down the chakras if you want, around your head. And then you can either roll it in the air. You can do an air roll or space roll if you don't want to mess yourself up. Or you can roll it right on the skin. I like to do it on the skin. I won't do it because I used to do that. My hair used to be out here. People said, oh, your hair doesn't look too good now. So I don't do that anymore. So you can just do that while you're not on camera. And you will really feel it. You'll dump all the negativity that you've taken in through your eyes. You've smelled it. It's taken in through your sense of smell, the mouth, the ears, sense of hearing, your skin, and all the way in and all down your body. Just roll around. People sleep with them. They're never alone if they sleep with their lemon or lime. And they will wake up and then cut it. When you cut it, you do that act of cutting. Whoa, you really feel the karma cutting. You are doing it. No one else is doing it. You are doing it. And the divine is giving you this technology to use as a surrogate instead of the karma getting into you and just pounding your life apart. Because wherever you go, there you are. So I think we've answered or commented. DJ Vins is saying, thank you for this great Shreem Brzee experience. Thanks. And peace to all who are in dire need right now. That's what we have to remember. We are so lucky. We're so blessed. There are people who are in terrible situations and they don't even have the energy to call on God or even to even think, because they don't have food. They don't have water. They're just, I don't even like thinking about it. I just want the divine to go and help them. And that's what we can do. We can pray. Our heartfelt intention, like DJ is saying, it's just help those who really, 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 really need it, because we don't know how to go and get them help. And we can't. So we can pray. Very energizing, Sangeeta is saying. You're very welcome. Teresa is saying, thank you for your dedication, passion, and wisdom. And I thank all of you. Thank you, because we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have anything to do. So thank you. Michaeline is saying, thank you for my grand UK Friday opening. And Michaeline is from the UK, probably tuning in around 3 in the morning or something like that. It was a profound experience. So worth waking up to, right? To just participate. If you're going to have a profound experience, why do you want to sleep through that? So God bless you for your inspiration for everybody. Oh, Bhairavi said 154 watching. Rising in the light of Shreem Brzee, uplifting humanity into a new consciousness and prosperity mindset. Absolutely. We have to. We must experience it in this lifetime. Don't you think? Will you agree? We have to. We can't come back and do this again. Oh my God. Or you can, I don't know. Maybe it's entertaining. But for some souls, it's less just like, we have to get to this level of consciousness where the whole earth plane lights up, the earth in and of itself, and then all the inhabitants. The grace is just pouring in and out into the earth and out and circulating and being that. And we have evolved into new state of humanity. How cool is that? For me, that's kind of adventure. So I'm glad you're all on this journey, this adventure in consciousness. And you're super excited. One more day and we'll be at 48. We're going to just like pop goes all the pa. Oh my God, why am I even saying that? Pa is the sound for sin. So we're just going to get rid of all the missing the mark. That's what a sin is. We missed the mark. We didn't do the 48th day, OMG, in some other lifetime. So please participate so we don't miss the mark. We don't miss out. Because it doesn't matter if you've only done 10 or 1 or none. You come tomorrow. You pop it with everybody. Okay. Okay. It's Saturn horror on the west coast of us now. It was Saturn horror when we opened up, Judy. Bhairavi. Well, Judy Angle Bhairavi. I was like, oh my God, it's Saturn horror. This is amazing. It's Saturn's birthday, Saturn horror. Oh, wow. How could the planets in the cosmos align so perfectly? And then at the end now of this call is Saturn horror for people in the West Coast. Awesome. Listra is saying we can actually experience realization in this lifetime by meditation. Absolutely. Meditation is always there. So we need to prepare ourselves to dive into it. We just tap into it. We just are present to it. We can dance with it. So it's a stream of consciousness. It says, unlock it today with Shreem Brzee. Unlock. There we are. And then when we're moving with it and grooving with it and dumping everything that is in the way of having it all the time, having access to it all the time, it's a bit of a training. It's an access. It's something that is the highest education, really, because it's so deep, it's so high, it's so way out there, but it's not touchy-feely. It's for real. And God only knows that we know that. I'm just saying. Froz says, I received your email and I'm going to reply back to you. Yeah, awesome, Froz. I'm so happy. Let's get it happening for you, you divine soul. Okay, Ritu is saying, I joined yesterday. Please, in short, guide me how to shift dimension. So shifting dimension means that when you hear that, kind of like it's a cue. I won't say it's a command because you better shift dimensions. It's a cue when we're in that state where we're really focusing on that body part, and then all the light is flooding in and anything that is no longer serving us is dumped out. There's so much going on and we burst the light in all directions. And then we're present to shifting a dimension beyond this third dimension. This is the third dimension in the earth plane. So there are way more powerful dimensions that we don't know that we can access. But if we unlock the secret of that particular body part or the whole body, at the end we were just like, where did we all go? Like, it was just so fast. We went there. And then where did we go? We shifted beyond our state of knowingness, and we're just present to all that is. God only knows which dimension. So it's more of a cue. And trust me, I have never done this before, ever chanted like this before. So it's the goddess saying, do this way for everybody, because everybody needs this. I don't have a say in the matter. In fact, I was told to do it in a way that was going to be very, to me, was like, okay, I will try that. But then I got started and nope, that's not how it's going to roll. And it's all good. They said, hey, it's great that you're doing it that way. And I said, okay. So always be flexible. I hope that's for, who was it? Who asked the question about shifting dimensions? Ritu. So you just experience it. I can't say, oh, now you are going into the fifth dimension, because if you are thinking about it, then you're still in the third dimension, kind of, imagining it be there. But if you're just present to it, and all of a sudden, sometimes your body clicks. I know sometimes mine does, or maybe it just feels like that inside. But I just feel like something jerks or clicks, or like a rocket ship, losing its, what are those things called? The boosters, it goes through a couple of boosters before it can blast through the Earth's orbit and then into the space. And then it's just floating. That's what I feel like. I feel like the boosters have like helped us to shift out of this Earth plane, and then we're there, Bhairavi is saying this practice is so enjoyable. We love it. It's so yummy, isn't it? The energy, it's like awesome. So with that, great ending to this practice. Thank you, Bhairavi. And everyone, for all your blessings. I go internally because it's like, at the level of the soul, we're all so connected and we have such good karma. So people say, well, I don't have friends or I don't have family or my friends and family, blah, 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 blah. And we can just put that story, on the back burner, just maybe for this time. And then connect with like-minded souls at the level of the soul. We're all soul brothers and soul sisters, not in a groovy way, but it can be too, can be fun. But in a very deep and meaningful and profound and God, how do we come together? How do we get to be so lucky and have some good karma in the life that's uplifting ourselves and then doing something because we're from all around the world. So we're creating a net. We're a net work of light workers. We're committed to that. So, and it's pretty easy. It's not really how are we doing it? Head scratcher. It's just, we get to do it. And that's kind of fun. Of course, we have Dr. Ply's grace and blessings always, like pulling our souls to do it and then doing the dance, getting rid of karma, experiencing some joy, and keep that building that momentum until we're done. So we'll be done 48 days tomorrow, and then we're going to continue on until May 31st. So God bless you all, everyone. And Shreem Brzee to the world. Please honor Lord Saturn. Oh, I'll just give you that not last, but it is, it's his birthday. So we'll just take a moment and give you a little bit of the darshan, they say, or the spiritual transmission. Let's see what happens. He's so heavy in this icon. So we've got his Saturn lamp. And look at, my alarm went off for some strange reason. Maybe because you're just going to show you what's going on with Lord Saturn. So people say, how do I know if I'm connecting with the divine? It can be through an alarm that goes off for no reason. So there he is. He's chilling. He's so happy. And Lord Saturn is there, his overlord. And then this is his lamp. Listening to the chimes of heaven. So that's what it is to celebrate with these divine beings and give them what they love as a gift. And your spiritual practice today is honoring them, especially Lord Saturn and your ancestors, to be at peace and prosper wherever they are. And then with that, then they can bless us. So God bless you all. Have an amazing rest of your day or your evening, wherever you are. Do your chanting, 1008 Shreem Brzees in the morning, again in the afternoon, again in the evening. Do it. Listen to it. In Dr. Ply's voice, or there's lots of different YouTube videos and so on. You can access it through different courses if you have that access. And then thank you. We'll see you tomorrow for 48 days. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye, everyone. God bless.